Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about focusing on your goals. I've had goal videos in the past, and I'm really just want to touch back on that note and talk about how putting your goals in perspective. And I mean, we start off with, what are goals? Goals are the things that you want, whether it's want to achieve for yourself or something you want to achieve to do something for others. A goal, your goals are your finite reasons for the things you're doing. And I feel like pinpointing the goals, understanding what you want out of a weight loss journey is very important. And I feel like writing that down. Remember I talked about writing down a routine, a schedule, tracking your diet, formulating a plan. When you put this stuff on paper, and I don't actually physically mean you have to write it down. You can put it on a notepad. I have a notepad on my computer, I have a notepad on my phone, and I have notes and I have things that I put on there, routines, schedules. And physically writing this is something that helped me in the beginning, and it's something that, I don't write it down as much, but it's definitely something that is always in the forefront, is the goals, aspirations. Like for me, I always had a goal weight, and it was something I tried to hit each month, where it was like, okay, I want to be at this weight by this much time. And it was something that was fun to try and manifest. And of course, there was times where I didn't hit my weight, and even now I have these target goals and weights, but I've been putting on more muscle, so it's really something where I'm adjusting my goals. But visualizing these goals, seeing them, putting them into perspective, and having them and saying, hey, this is what I want. And it doesn't have to be a number, because the numbers aren't the end all be all. If you're watching the scale, if you're constantly looking at the scale, it can actually hurt you, because your weight can fluctuate sometimes depending on what you're doing, how your diet is affecting you. The scale is a great way to see a metric of long-term results and say, oh, I'm doing good. But at the end of the day, when you're on your weight loss journey and you're staying consistent and you're trying to eat right, two things that you really want to look for is obviously physical change. You're going to start to see the difference. But the main one that I feel like you're going to notice, and people don't talk about as much, is just how you feel, man. The feeling you get when you start working out, when you actually start to lose the weight, it's amazing, and it feels great, and it's something that is not really a goal. It wasn't one of my goals. One of my goals wasn't to feel great moving around and jump and run upstairs. That wasn't a thought process I had. It was something that once I was able to experience it, and I'm like, wow, I'm moving around easier, this is nice. That is when it became a goal. So your goals will grow and change over time, as they should. If your goals aren't growing and changing, you're just hitting plateaus. If you get to a target weight, you don't just, okay, man, I hit my target weight, let's go get some fucking pizza and stop working out. It doesn't work like that. So just to start putting goals in perspective and putting them on paper and having them in the forefront, it's very important just to push yourself forward and motivate you. It's a big motivating factor, is your goals. But what is so important as well is, once you start hitting some of those goals, you have to make more goals. You have to continue to add on. A healthy weight loss journey is something that is for the rest of your life. I never want to be fat again. We don't play that fat acceptance shit here. I was 367 pounds when I started. I've been morbidly obese for most of my life. This is the best shape I've ever been in. So there's no fat acceptance here. And at the end of the day, there's no fat shaming here. I don't want to shame anyone that's fat. I want to help them. I want to let them know, like, it's okay that, I was where you were, and it's okay. You can change it. But you have to be the one to change it. No one else can do it for you. And it's not something that's going to be quick. It's not something that's going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard. And you have to put in the work and the effort and the time. And there's going to be times where you don't want to do it, and it's going to beat you down. And that's where having these goals in place, having that routine, making that schedule, all the things I talk about, I don't just mention it and say it. It's all things that I've done and I've implemented, and I'm still implementing to this day, even now, you know, and it's fucking amazing. You know, losing 100 plus pounds, it gives you a sense of power and just a sense of being that you've never had before. You know, and I still got a lot of ways to go. I still have a lot of fat and flab, but I'd be lying to say if I wasn't happy and excited with my body, you know, and I think that's why I don't have like something like body dysmorphia or something. That's for, you know, it's not just for bodybuilders, but, you know, I can understand how the bodybuilders get to that point to where they're ripped and they don't like their body. You know, but they started, a lot of them at a small frame. You know, I started my journey at 367 pounds. I've got before pictures floating around. I even have some pictures no one's ever seen of my fucking giant gut fucking just poking out. You know, and I have that for myself to see if I ever need that motivation, you know. And it's something that always goes through my mind. Anytime I think, oh, maybe I'll skip the workout today, I think of that fucking 367 pound gut just protruding out. And that perspective just, oh yeah, we're gonna work out. You know, eventually I need a rest day. I've been working pretty hard. It's important to have rest days, but like I said, focusing on your goals, you know, sometimes I go on a tangent or something else, but focusing on your goals, writing them down, manifesting them, it can be such an important part of just pushing you forward and kind of keeping you consistent. You know, every now and then we'll have social events. Those are great because I like to challenge myself. I'm like, okay, I want to wear this shirt. I want to look a certain way. I want to, you know, I fluctuate between XL and large shirts. Some shirts fit a little tighter, and I kind of like some of the, like, you know, doing the push-ups, got the muscles, doing the weights, you know. So a tighter fitting shirt, it's kind of nice sometimes. But sometimes the shirt is too tight. So it's like, okay, I got to make sure I fit good in this, you know. And having these goals you're setting for yourself, these social settings you're trying to go to and look good for, they can be very important. And you can also have the other aspect where you don't go anywhere and you don't do anything. You know, I haven't gone to a social event in a while. I hang out every weekend with my friends and family, but I've been homebody this winter. It's cold. Even if you're not doing anything, you're not socially interacting, you're not dating and hanging out and doing other things outside, you should still be trying to be healthy. You should still be fucking working out and exercising and getting it in. You know, there's weeks where all I do is go to work, exercise, and chill with the boys in Discord. And there's no other hanging out. But I'm getting my fucking cardio in, I'm hitting the weights, I'm doing what I have to do. And obviously I'm trying to keep my diet. You know, this winter it's been rough. You know, I'm definitely not as consistent as I have been the last winter or just before. But my weight isn't going up crazy because I'm consistently doing the cardio. My diet is consistent 5 out of the 7 days of the week. It's just when it's not consistent, I've been going fucking overboard. And even that, you know, I have to contain myself. You know, I've lost over 160 pounds. And even now, there's still times where I struggle with certain foods and things and over consuming. It happens. It's something I'm still working on. But as you can see, it can be done. You can do it too. Hope you guys start your weight loss journey today and stay positive.